Good morning. It is a cold, wet, nasty Saturday morning in January, which makes it a perfect day to work on a model kit. So, we're going to be returning back to our Robert E. Lee. Last time, we got our deck done, and I did a little bit more photo research for the Robert E. Lee. A lot of the photos were, of course, in black and, well, all the photos are in black and white. However, there were some paintings of the Robert E. Lee which show a whole bunch of different color schemes. For example, a lot of these show these stanchions as wood, and then a lot of them show them as also white. So I'm going with the wood. I'm probably going to end up with a mixture of years for color scheme because I can't get one direct. So, but today we're going to be working on our paddle wheels, and we'll be moving on from there. And during my research, I discovered that the paddle wheels were often red on riverboats. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop out the old airbrush and paint these down a lovely bright red color. And then we'll do the assembly, and after we get that assembled, we'll see about whether or not we want to move on to actually building up the engine room in the back. So just have to wait and see how well those dry up and get going. So hold tight, we'll be right back and get started. one wheel down. So, one of the problems with the Lindbergh kit is it's made out of that really weird plastic that just doesn't want to take paint very well. Yeah, I airbrushed it with at least, I think, 3 layers, and the paint still pretty much rubs off if you're not careful. So I'm gonna, once this is all glued, once all this glue is dried, I'm gonna go back in and touch up where the paint has basically rubbed off. So it's not too bad though. I mean, you know, we'll just use thin paint and make sure there are no brush marks. The big thing to remember when assembling this is to make sure there's a slot on the back side of this hub that matches this one, and they have to be lined up so when the shaft is put in, it will be the curve, you know, it'll actually attach. So let me go ahead and let this baby dry for a while, get the other one assembled, and back in a few. Two paddle wheels all set to go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go back and touch up all the paint before we continue on. So that's we got 4 little paddle plates left over. So I don't know if those will be used later, but we're gonna put those aside just in case. And the paddle wheels are done. I will be attaching the spindles like so. Of course, they need to be trimmed and all that, so I'll do that later. And then I think we will continue on with the engine deck. So hold tight. Back after I get these touched up and let them dry. So we've attached the paddle wheels, the rear engine room walls, and the paddle wheel shaft. I've glued the shaft because I'm not worried about the paddle wheels spinning, so that's nice and stable. Next up will be the walls that go on the outside here. The problem is these are a little bent, so we need to work that bend out just a little, and they will go along there. And there'll be another wall here, and then there'll be support beams mounted. But first I need to paint the Robert E. Lee wording. The interior is red and the raised area is gold or yellow, so we're going to do that next. the decks are done. So we got the wells on, we got the sidewalls on, we got the kitchen railing and the decking on inside. We've got the boiler room deck on, forward and aft, and we got some weight here to hold this baby down. We got the walls for the aft dining area, and then we'll get the forward walls here put up soon. So this is where I'm going to hold off for a while, let everything dry and settle and lock in. Once again, the fit, not so great. There's a lot of gapping, there's a lot of adjusting, and as I'm doing this one out of the box, I'm not going to do a ton of, modification to it. So this is kind of my prelim build to something a lot more detail oriented. But yeah, the build isn't too bad. It's going along fairly well, but like I said, the biggest problem is the fit, matching up the fit with where it's supposed to be and adjusting so that actually everything fits the way it's supposed to. A lot of bad fits on this model kit. A lot of bad fitting. A lot of gapping in areas that I don't like. But all in all, it's going to be a fun little display piece. Nothing major, Alright, well, until next time, I'm going to finish off this video, and we'll get started again with the forward decking and building on up some more. Alright, so, as always, like and subscribe to my video if you want. You can follow me on Facebook, and, keep on building. Have a great day. Talk to you later.